Hello everybody and welcome to the first edition of Medium in the News. I don't really know what the segment's going to be called, but basically what I want to do is I want to read you Ev Williams' latest post on Medium. It's called The Medium Model, and he went over some amazing stuff in this piece. It was published on April 5th, 2018, and he basically just outlines all of the things that he and his team have been doing on Medium and also what they're going to do into the future. He mentions that Medium is kind of like a Netflix for bloggers or for written content where people pay a subscription fee to get blog stories on their platform, and I just really think it's an amazing piece. I want to really quickly just highlight a couple things in here, and I want to show you what Medium is doing, how it's working, and what they're going to do in the future. Okay, so number one, let's get right into it. So number one is Medium is growing. As you can kind of see here by this graph, it is just growing exponentially, especially over the last like 6 months or so, 5-6 months or so. Ev says after a strong start when people were really just subscribing because they believed in and wanted to support Medium's mission, and a mediocre middle when we were figuring it out, we're now seeing not only more subscribers but higher percentage gains every month this year, aka accelerating growth. It's nice to see, as a content creator who relies on Medium a lot for my own views, 60,000+ a month, it's nice to see that it's really not gonna go anywhere fast. Number two, guys, is Medium is putting out more locked stories. As you can see when they scroll down, they said that there's 2 keys to getting their Medium Partner Program in motion. Number one is put great stories behind the metered paywall, and number two is helping people find the great stories that they care about, aka putting them in homepages, putting them in the Medium Daily Digest emails, and trying to just generally recommend them more at the end of an article. As you scroll down, you'll see a bunch of, maybe 3 other articles that you might like. They're probably recommending more locked stories there as well. So they're doubling down on putting out locked stories to people and making sure that they can find locked stories this way. Another really cool thing about this particular article is Ev says that more than 50,000 writers publish on Medium every single week. 50,000. That's amazing. That's as many people as you can fit inside of, basically your typical baseball stadium. Probably more, I think, is more than what you can fit in your typical baseball stadium. So it's kind of incredible that there's so many voices and so many people publishing so regularly on Medium itself. So this should really, kind of spark interest in the platform even more for people that don't really know what it is or haven't gotten started on Medium yet. One of the coolest aspects of this particular post is Ev says that they're working with publishers and with writers to commission content and also curate content from publishers like the New York Times and the Washington Post. I think the Washington Post is in there, etc., to republish those stories on Medium as locked stories. So basically they're just paying writers and paying other amazing people to write stories that are specifically for Medium. The ad system is broken, obviously. Medium knows that. Medium says that all the time. The ad system is broken. So they're trying to probably bring on other big publishers to medium.com and trying to entice them and maybe republish a couple of their posts on the platform to say, hey, this is actually working. There's a lot of people that are reading locked stories, and there's a lot of revenue being generated. And if they can some way or another prove to these people and prove to these publishers that you're getting more money per click or per whatever, per read, whatever, visitor, using this system than the ad-based system, then they can probably convince those big publishers to actually just throw all of their content on Medium and publish solely on Medium, which would be amazing, which would be kind of incredible, and that would change everything. And that thinking is so far down the line, I understand it, but at the end of the day, I think this might be what Medium is trying to do. But I think right now they're trying to just put great content on their platform, but I think that this might be the very early makings of them trying to convince the New York Times and other big publishers that they should be publishing here. Another bombshell of a revelation that I didn't even know was that Medium is starting to push stories based on relevance and not their published date. Ev says directly in this article, he says, if you care about, say, entrepreneurship or relationships, the best thing you could read today was very unlikely to have been published in the last 48 hours. So that's really kind of an amazing thought, and I think that Medium now, if you check your homepage, you'll start to see articles written in 2017, maybe even 2016, and that's because they're more relevant. That's because, you know, Medium has some way or another figured out that, hey, this is actually the best article that you could possibly read about this certain topic. And I think that you should read this one instead of this other one that was just published a couple days ago. So a lot of people, they say that you should publish as often as possible, and I think that you still should, and I think this actually means that you should do that even more. You're now not only competing with articles that were published that day, you're now competing with articles that were published months and months, maybe even years ago. Number 7 is that Medium actually has 80 million unique visitors every 30 days. These are kind of, you know, statistics that don't come out so often anymore about Medium, and when we can try to nab down the numbers, that's always nice and it's always a good thing. So I think before, the last number that I checked, I think Medium had like 30 to 50 million unique visitors every single month, and now it's up to 80. It's really, really great. It shows that it's healthy. It shows that this platform is healthy, and it shows that there's tons, 80 million unique people coming to the platform. Think about how many people actually are, you know, members, or how many people actually have a Medium profile. That should just kind of show you how healthy the platform actually is. And I think that, you know, there's really nothing to fear moving forward with Medium. So it was nice to see that little anecdote there. Number 8 is that Medium is now doubling down on human curation. And let me just really quickly read this to you and highlight it. He says, Ev Williams says, we want to promote the good stuff. Therefore, we're doubling down on human curation. We're revamping the algorithmic part of our recommendation system as well to give people more of what they want and less of what they don't. So it's kind of awesome that Medium is now hiring, not even writers, not hiring writers, they're more so hiring people to curate content and find content written maybe from beginning bloggers, maybe from bloggers that aren't really getting a lot of traction, and trying to bring them up to the surface. I think that they're really trying to level the playing field here. And I think that a lot of the bigger authors and writers on Medium that have tens of thousands of followers, they might be seeing a little bit of a bump in their stats, because Medium is now trying to lift up a lot of other people and to curate some of the best content. And they're really, really working hard to find the best stuff. And, you know, that's one of the cool things about Medium in and of itself. So that's another thing that they're doing. And as you know, a lot of you know, Medium is now paying kind of like $100 bonuses to certain authors for their locked stories. So if there's a locked story out there that isn't really getting a lot of attention, but Medium thinks that it's a great piece, they'll actually award an author $100 and they'll give them a $100 bonus. It's kind of incredible. So as Medium kind of keeps growing, they're going to have more of a budget to do these sorts of things. And I think this is going to push people to publish on Medium even more. And it's going to give them more of an incentive. So it's a great time to be on Medium right now. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know if you want more articles like this, or actually more videos like this in the future. I really wanted to just like show you all what Ev was talking about and some of the things that he was, you know, harping on. And I just want to kind of give you a little bit more of a perspective on Medium and what they're trying to do, and therefore you can change your tactics, your strategies on Medium moving forward as well. So let me know what you thought. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to come out with videos on Medium every single week. So I will let you go. It is a beautiful day outside. I'm probably going to go and I don't know, get a drink maybe. I don't know. Okay. Bye bye, guys.